What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm here to break down the Xfinity Series race at Darlington Motor Speedway. It's going to be a quick little video. If you've already watched the truck one, you know exactly what I said. I mean, I'm just really rushed today, so got a lot of things going on, got a lot of things to take care of, so the video is going to be quick, but I'm just going to go through all the plays I really like. I will not be able to go live this week because I just have a lot of busy stuff going on. Possibly we'll be going live on Sunday before the Cup race, but the Xfinity truck race, that will not be happening, so it's a lot of stuff going on, especially with, it's personal stuff. So, yeah, we'll get into this slate. Make sure that like and subscribe if you're new, like always, but if you're new, subscribe. So, yeah, it really helps me out. Let's get into this. We're starting with Austin Centric, most expensive driver on the slate. I don't mind that, but Centric has really never been good at Darlington. This is not a track he's good at. And, if there wasn't any other place differential plays or an obvious play that we're going to get to in a second, I would say, Centric's pretty great play, but I don't think you need to go there. And I think it's going to be popular, so honestly, I wouldn't mind not getting to him. Austin Dillon's ran well at Darlington in his careers in the Cup Series. It's been a pretty decent track for him. He actually almost won this race in the Cup Series last year. I don't, expect him to win in the Cup Series, on Sunday, but, I'm just saying he's not bad at Darlington. He's in the Jordan Anderson car, which it's basically an RCR car. I mean, maybe not basically an RCR car. It's a, not as great RCR car. So I think Dillon could run well. If he gets a top 10 starting 35th, that's going to be a great play. So I actually really like going to Dillon here. I don't mind going to Brandon Jones. I think I would prefer Dillon and Centric. They're a little bit safer, but Brandon Jones, again, he won Darlington a year ago. This race, Brandon Jones won it last year. Now, he shouldn't have won it. Roush and Denny Hamlin wrecked with 2 laps to go, racing for the win. But Brandon Jones still won that race. He's ran well at Darlington in his career. I don't mind going there. I think he will be popular because he got the win last week. But all right, this is dumb for me. What are we doing? What are we doing here with Denny Hamlin at 10,400? And it's not like he's even starting second. He's starting 14th. So he gives you place differential. And it's Denny freaking Hamlin, man. We get Kyle Busch on these slates, and they price him up to like $14,000. And you still play him. Denny Hamlin, yeah, I don't think he's as good as Kyle Busch, but he's pretty damn close. We see Martin Truex go out and dominate. We see Christopher Bell go out and dominate. And all those guys are more expensive than Hamlin is right now on their slates. And you get Denny Hamlin at 10,400 at one of his best tracks in his career? He's been historically good at Darlington his entire career. What are we doing here? I don't understand this. He's in the 54 car. He's going to be I might have 100% Denny Hamlin this week. I really might, because this is just such a stupid salary, in my opinion. If he wrecks out, whatever. But he doesn't even really need to lead a ton of laps to pay off that salary. And he could very easily go out and get 80, 90 DraftKings points on this slate. And no one is going to bat an eye. What are we doing? I don't care where Denny Hamlin starts, he should be the most expensive driver. Every time Kyle Busch starts second place, and they make him $13,000 on DraftKings in the Xfinity Series. And now they bring down Denny Hamlin, who, I'm sorry, is pretty much, they're very, very, I think I've always said Kyle Busch is better than Hamlin. I think he is better than Hamlin, but it's not by that much. Denny Hamlin's a very, very good driver. He's, should be a champion by now in the Cup Series, not even the Xfinity Series. So I don't really know what we're doing here with this salary. I think it's stupid. Just lock in Denny Hamlin. I don't even care about these other guys. You don't even have to play any of these other guys. If you can find a way to pair Hamlin in one of them, great, but I don't think you need to. Tyler Reddick's great too. This is a track that should suit him, or that does suit his style of racing. Great if you want to go there. But because of what I just said about Hamlin, I'm not interested in Noah Gragson, Justin Allgaier, Harrison Burton, Daniel Hemrick, AJ Allmendinger. I'm not interested in any of them. We'll just skip these two. Haley and Burton, I'm not interested. I'm just not interested in any of these guys starting inside the top 10 because, yeah, one of them's probably going to lead some laps early, but, Hamlin's going to take over at some point. We just know that's going to happen. So I just don't really understand what DraftKings is doing with pricing here on this slate. It just made it too easy, in my opinion. And obviously, nothing's ever too easy in NASCAR DFS, but, what are we doing here? I don't mind Sam Mayer. This is a track that he should do better at. I know this isn't really a short track, but it kind of races like a short track. So I think Mayer should have a good run here. I don't mind this. I think he get, a top 5, and that's going to be really good. Brett Moffatt probably not going to be as interested just because I'd rather just pay $200 more for Sam Mayer, in all honesty. Michael Annette, I'm just not confident in him right now. I know he raced last week at Daytona, but he was saying over the radio and stuff that he's still hurting. I just don't think he's in physical enough shape to run. I don't think he's good enough to race. I just don't. I know he's starting 19th. He's only $8,100, but I'm worried about his health. I don't know if he's really going to be able to be all that great, so I'm not really going to go there. Snyder and Herbst not playing. Brandon Brown, I don't mind. He's starting 23rd, $7,600. That's too cheap in my opinion, so I really like going to Brandon Brown. That seems like a great play to me. Ryan Sieg and Jeremy Clements. I'd probably prefer Clements because he starts a little bit farther back, and honestly, he should probably finish higher based on the way they've been running this year. Sieg has had a rough year, but I don't mind it if you really want to go there, but I would much prefer Jeremy Clements. Colby Howard starting 30th. Like, I mean, there's just other guys I'd rather play, man. Like Ray Galding, no. But BJ McLeod's interesting because he's in the DGM racing car this week, and I mean, obviously, like the DGM Racing 90, it's not like, that car's been great or anything. But I mean, it's kind of a slight upgrade to the BJ McLeod cars to his own team that he usually runs, in my opinion. So I don't mind this. I really don't mind paying $6,700 for BJ McLeod here. Usually I'd say no, but I don't hate it. I really don't. But I mean, honestly, the guy we got to play is Colin Garrett. Obviously he wrecked at Daytona last week, but look, this guy's had good runs in his career. He's in the Sam Hunt car, which is a top at least 20 car, maybe 15 depending on driver sometimes. And like some guys can get it inside the top 10. I don't think Colin Garrett will do that, but this is the guy that you should play, in my opinion, out of this range here. I don't mind McLeod, but Garrett definitely is a better play. Don't get me wrong. Alex LeBay starting 22nd, probably not going to go there. Landon Cass starting 17th, probably not going to go there. Then you get the Weatherman Ellis Carson Ware, and Carson Ware is not racing for Rick Ware Racing this week. He's in the Mike Harmon car, and I don't like Carson Ware anyway. I don't think he's good at all, and you put him in worse equipment. I just don't want to go there. I'm really not interested in Ellis or Weatherman. Jeffrey Earnhardt, no. Jesse Little, probably not. I mean, you can if you want, but no. Josh Williams starts too high, unfortunately, for me to really want to go there. I like Timmy Hill, starting 29th. I mean, he's a clean driver. I mean, this race is probably going to have a lot of wrecks because it's Darlington and Xfinity Series, and you got all these, guys betting back. But so I don't mind going to Timmy Hill whatsoever. I think this is definitely a race where we could see him, move up some spots, possibly contend for a top 20. Don't mind it. Tommy Joe Martins, we're not going to. Joe Graff Jr., I think this is a race earlier in the year where he almost got in a fight with some crap happened with Joe Graff. So, but he starts 32nd. I mean, all these guys starting at 30 if he's cheaper. So I don't hate it. I guess I don't really feel good about it, but I don't hate it. We're not going to go to Vargas. We're not going to go to Starr. We're not going to go to Matt Mills. Although Matt Mills I can understand too. Starting 33rd. Usually he's starting in the 20s. Starting 33rd, he could move up, but it is still Matt Mills. JB first, starting 20th, not interested. But I do like Mason Massey. So Mason Massey is in the 17 car for Rick Ware Racing. I don't think Mason Massey's good. I don't think he's a really good driver. But that car is definitely better than what we've seen him driving in. Obviously, JJ Yellow is a lot better, but we've seen him get top 15s in that car. We've seen some other guys have really good runs in that car. So you're paying $4,500 for a car that's, pretty much better than everything down here except for maybe the Tommy Joe Martins car, but that one starts 13th. This is a good car, man. I mean, I don't really know. I mean, obviously, I don't think Draftkings knows. I don't think Draftkings even cares, but I highly doubt they even know Mason Massey's in that car this week. So that's what they're pricing him at. So go for Mason Massey. Looks like a good play to me. I'm all in. That's really all I got, guys. Thanks for checking this out. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe. If you have any questions for me, leave them in the comments below, or you can go follow me on Twitter at @Natelin_ and DM me, or just ask me on Twitter over there, and I will answer them for you. Have a great rest of your weekend, and good luck.